Welcome you back to Black Side Sports. Tonight we're going to talk about Ohio State spending $13 million on NIL money. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Ohio State's head coach Ryan Day in the Buckeyes Nation has spent $13 million on NIL money. And many of you are shocked at the number, but you shouldn't be surprised. Once the Supreme Court said it was okay for these young men to become free agents, that means the treasure chest opened up. And Ohio State seems to be leading when it comes to having the money to bring in the talent that they need, to which they believe they can unseat the Michigan Wolverines as national champions and as Big Ten champions, and possibly win their own national championship this decade. You have to understand, college football is nothing but free agency every year. A young man can go from college to college or university to university and maximize his talent, his leverage, how much he can get. Ohio State is right now looking to pay Caleb Downs. If they have the right price, they can get him. And that solidifies them as one of the top 5 teams in the nation, possibly every year. You have people like Lane Kiffin, who's complaining at the University of Mississippi, but he's using the same system himself, but he doesn't have the money like Ohio State. And the reason really why Nick Saban stepped down is not that he was too old or too tired. He didn't want to deal with a system where he had to recruit. Then he had to sit down at the table and negotiate deals with young men, and they knew they had control of whatever went on. Nick Saban was always a person who had control of the Alabama Crimson Tide, the LSU Tigers. He determined who played. He knew those guys would be there for 3 or 4 years. He can plan into the future, but you can't do that now. A young man comes to Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio State, Michigan. He's a 5-star recruit and he doesn't start day one. He's upset. He sees that he can make a deal as a 5-star recruit at another university who wants him. Not only make a deal, but get more money, even though he wasn't a starter at the institution that he left. This is huge. And this is what was the ramification of the deal that was signed, basically, by this whole NIL situation. What are they going to do about it? Can the NCAA come down with a salary cap or something of that nature? Because this is going to become professional football. Look at players like Henderson, Emi Mbuka for Ohio State did not have to leave the institution because they're making money. They're living good. Their families are living good. And that's the balance that this NIL deal can make. Young men don't have to leave as quickly as they used to. And it seems like Ohio State is taking advantage of it. They see how this system is working. They seem to be the team that is out front right now in gaming the system. And that's what it's all about. We have a system in college football which is best known as professional football, but it's still called college. Guys are making money, and some guys are making bank on playing for new teams. You have to sit around and look at your roster sheet every other week to see what player was brought in by your university to play. And it's huge, man. When you can bring in Howard as quarterback, you can possibly bring in Caleb Downs. You still kept two of your top offensive players, Henderson and Bouquet, and you can add on 5-star recruits. Hey, man, that's a hell of a team, man. Even though you lost your quarterback. This is how this system is going to be run until they find something else better. It's going to run wild in college football. And people are going to have to understand this is the new landscape of the sport. This is why Kellen DeBoer was the perfect fit for Alabama, because he knows how to deal with this new style of NIL free agency. He knows what players to look for. He knows how to build a team. It took him 2 years to build Washington until they played in the college football final. Championship, excuse me. That's why Alabama made the pick that they basically made. So you and me and all of America is going to have to deal with the Ohio States in the future, because right now they are in control of college football. I want to thank you for listening to Black Side Sports. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, but also share this video.